Hey guys, welcome to this video. Thanks for joining me in this video. And in this video, I will be talking about something I just got in my mail, and that is the ability to buy fractional shares on Robinhood. This is very exciting because I've been a fan of Robinhood from the day they started. I started investing very little amounts, and I've been able to just add very little amounts into my account over time. And I've actually grown to about 2,400. The highest point was about 2,900, but then with the stock market, going into a bit of a correction there, I went down to about 2,000, but now it's back to about 2,400. But overall, I've been up about 8% on my overall portfolio on that account. I recently made a video about activating my ability to have the cash management account on Robinhood, which I'm still waiting for the debit card to get into my mail, which once I get that, I will be sharing some information about it as well, because I'm pretty excited about that. That will give me the ability to be able to spend and also invest. And when I sell my shares, I can actually just spend the money if I want to. But you know me, I'm not going to spend my money like that. Let's talk about these fractional shares really quickly. All right, the truth is, it's never been easier to invest through Robinhood. We just wonder, I can start investing in any company that has a market capitalization of about $25 million. Anything less than that, you cannot get fractional shares through Robinhood. But most companies on the S&P 500 have market capitalizations over $25 million. So you have nothing to really worry about, unless you want to do penny stocks or companies that you're not really sure if they're going to perform well. Then yes, you might not be able to get fractional shares on Robinhood. And to be honest, those kind of companies that are like penny stocks, they're generally worth less than $10 or $5. You can just buy those stocks and have a full, share of that company. But when you're talking about getting fractional shares, you want to get into big companies that are worth, millions and millions of dollars. And these are the companies that you want to be able to own a piece of, because they've performed over time and they are rewarding their investors very well. Now, unfortunately, if you do not have a full amount to buy a share, give you an example, a share of Apple, then you won't be able to invest in those companies. At this moment, Apple shares is selling for about $302. So that means if you don't have $302 in your account, you'll be able to buy an Apple share or stock. On the other hand, with fractional shares, you can actually buy 1 to 1 million of a share. And what I mean is, with $1, you can actually purchase Apple stock. That's pretty cool. Which one tastes better? Let's see. Tastes good, but the ability to buy fractional shares is even better. Here are some things that you need to understand about getting fractional shares through Robinhood. Hey, my name is Stephen Ojo, and on my channel I talk about investing, saving money, and how we can maximize the use of our money. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel, because it's my birthday today. So yes, subscribe now. And that's my gift from you. Just kidding. If you find value in this video, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. So to give you a quick background, I started with Robinhood, like I said, a few years ago, and actually a couple of years ago now, and I invested over time. I've been able to grow that account to about 2,400, like I said. But the key thing here is this. When Robinhood started, I knew they couldn't offer fractional shares, but I stuck with it because I was able to afford some of these, cheaper stocks like $20, $30. But eventually I started running into problems of getting the good companies like Google or Amazon, because Amazon sells for about $2,000 now. At the time it was about $900, $800. I couldn't afford to put all that money into the shares of Amazon, and same thing with Apple. But then the good ones I could get into, like Microsoft or Apple, I got into those ones because they were relatively cheaper. But then the other thing that started happening is that those started going higher, and I couldn't get in them anymore because I have my system automated in such a way that a certain amount is transferred from my normal checking account to my Robinhood account, investing account, by the way. Most of the time, I would need about maybe $200 to buy a share of Apple, but I wouldn't be able to do that because my money hasn't transferred over yet. And if I do an immediate transfer, I would have to wait a couple of days to get it. So I end up just not really investing over time. And that's why I'm really taking advantage of the cash management ability from Robinhood, because now I'm going to have some money ready to go from that account. So that's a good thing. So when I realized this problem, I quickly noticed that, well, in order for me to be able to get access to some of these companies like Amazon, Google, or Apple with the current rates right now, I would need to be able to get fractional shares. So I started looking to other brokerage firms. So I got into M1. M1 Finance is pretty good. I love the company as well, and I'm using that to actually test out something, which if you haven't seen that video, check it out in the link below. You will find that very interesting as well. But anyway, I'm using that M1 Finance for that purpose. So when Robinhood came up with the plan to start offering fractional shares, I was really happy and delighted to actually, be able to list for that, because what happens is that you have to go on a wait list, and then over time I believe they have to approve or go through, so I don't know, it just took a while for them to get back to me to let me know that I'm off the wait list. And that happened today, and that's why I'm releasing this video now. So why should you consider having a Robinhood account? There's so many reasons. The fact that it's very easy to use, just install it over your phone or your computer and make trades, buy and sell. And now it's even better because they are cash management accounts. You can trade stocks and trade options as well if you're into that. And also you can now buy fractional shares. That's pretty good. So why should anyone start investing? Well, this is the best opportunity to start investing. Why? Because with the fact that the market has gone into a bit of correction, you can start taking advantage of the prices that I'm bagging. Airline stocks are pretty cheap right now, so if you want to get a hold of some of those guys, you might want to jump in. But again, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not an expert in this. I'm just a guy that loves to talk about investing, saving money, and improving our life. So what are the reasons why you might consider investing using fractional shares? Well, I have a couple of reasons for you, which I've already mentioned a few, but I wasn't really specific. But one of them is diversification. Let me give you an example. Let's assume that you have $1,000. Maybe you just got that tax refund or maybe the stimulus checks. Well, that's something you can use if you want to diversify your investments. You can put in about $500 into an account funded for Robinhood, and then just invest this $500, maybe $50 in different companies. You can invest in as many companies as you want, because remember, with $1 you can purchase a stock on Robinhood. Mind you, with diversification and investing in companies that pays good dividends means that you can start earning some money back as well through dividends. If you want to cash your money as a check that comes to you at home, you can do that. But I advise to always reinvest your dividends, because that would help to speed up your growth, because over time your money will compound. The third thing is what? The cost of entry. Now, like I mentioned, when Google and Amazon were selling for about $800, I couldn't get in. Now they're selling for about $2,000. Google about $1,700 or $1,600, whatever it's selling for, and still I cannot get in because I don't want to put all my money into just one fund or one stock. So in that sense, it helps to to diversify and also get in at a cheaper cost. So with what I have right now, I can basically buy one stock of Amazon if I want to. For the trial, I actually tried the Apple stock and I bought $1 of Apple stock. That was pretty impressive. And initially I tried the $10 worth to see if it worked, and it worked. And then I tried $1 and then it still worked. So that was pretty nice. Now the truth is that the market condition right now, it's very uncertain and so many fluctuations in the market. But right now it's making the Nike move, which is a swoosh sign, right? Or whoosh sign. The point is, we don't know what the market is going to do in the near future. But if you minimize your risk by not investing, trust me, you will end up having so much money that is just being lost to inflation because you're saving it. Now, it's good to always plan for the long-term and short-term purposes. Short-term purposes in the sense that if you lose your job or you're sick or something happens that you need emergency funds for, you want to have some money for that. But in the long run, you have to have an investment plan so that you can actually invest over time and take advantage of situations like we are in right now. So if you're thinking about investing and you're thinking about using Robinhood, consider using the link below, all right? You will be able to get a free stock when you start investing by using that link. Consider using that link, and that would really save you some money because you get something for free and I'll get something for free as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and leave your comments in the comment section below if you haven't done that yet. I do want to thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. By the way, it's my birthday, so you can comment below, wish me happy birthday. So which one tastes better? Let's find out. The real apple? Okay. So which one tastes better, the real apple or the ability to buy fractional shares? Let's see. Time to finish my apple. That's the African in me.